Yo lads, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, and I've got another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video for you today. And I thought I'd give you my overall multiplayer review on Call of Duty. I feel like I've played enough of it. I've played every game mode. The night game mode, which got added yesterday, they've just added Kill Confirmed. They've added a couple of old game modes and a couple of new ones. Search and Destroy, Headquarters, Domination, TDM, Ground War, Gunfight. I've played them all, and I've got an overall opinion and feeling of the multiplayer on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, let me state this now, this is only my thoughts on multiplayer. Not single player, not the story itself, not co-op, not cooperative multiplayer, just multiplayer. So your standard TDM, Gunfight, Ground War, that section. Not the co-op campaign, not single player. Just multiplayer, lads. I will make separate videos for the co-op campaign and a separate video for the single player campaign when I have finished it. So bear that in mind as you're watching this video, lads. Now, the one complaint that I've heard everywhere, Call of Duty forums, my channel, Discord, other Call of Duty YouTubers, comment section, is the spawns. Are the spawns bad? Harry, are they terrible? The update that came out yesterday fixed out a lot of the spawning issues, and lots of the gameplay you're watching now is prior to the fixes. Now, yes, the spawns were pretty dreadful, especially if you were playing 10 vs 10 team deathmatch. You'd spawn and it felt like you just got wiped out instantly. Now, people are saying, oh, the spawns are so shit. 8-4 slip. Spawns are just so bad. They're just so bad. They've been bad in every single Call of Duty of all time. No Call of Duty's ever had good spawns because it's always been a free lane system. They finally got rid of the free lane system and people are crying for the free lane system back. You've now got different routes instead of down the middle, one down the left and one down the right. You've got 6 or 7 different routes per map, and some people are still crying. It's honestly hilarious. But yes, I will agree the spawns were pretty dreadful. But when have they not been? Not that I'm making excuses, but when have they been good on any other Call of Duty game? They never have. They are slightly better since the update, but yes, the spawns are a problem. And if that's going to stop you buying the game, don't buy it. If the spawns are that bad, if you think they're that bad, if you're crying about spawns, don't bother buying the game. That will piss you off that much. It wouldn't put me off buying the game, but if that's a massive downgrade for you, yes, the spawns are a bit trash, lads. Now, I keep getting asked this quite a lot in private messages. Now, what is the meta like? What is the most overpowered gun? And I would have to say the shotgun. If it's a small map, I think it's the first or second shotgun you unlock. It's like a double barrel under shotgun. That is one shot, one kill every single time within 15-20 foot radius. You're gonna 9 times out of 10 kill somebody with one shot. You're only in trouble if you then run out, you kill 2 people and another person comes through the door. Unless you put overkill on and put another shotgun as your secondary, that gun is OP. And there is a lot of sniping on the map that you're seeing on screen now. It's my favourite map for sniping. It's just a good laugh. But in terms of the most popular meta, I wouldn't say that one outshines the other. They each have their own unique uses. I personally prefer the sniper and SMG on most maps. If I'm not using the sniper on this map, I will use the AUG, SMG or the MP5 as like my secondary weapon on my sniper class. And if I don't use that, I'll use the M4A1, which they're personally my favourite guns, but I wouldn't say one gun massively outpowers another gun. The most popular guns you'll see without a shadow of a doubt are the sniper that I'm using now, the shotgun that I've just previously mentioned, the MP7 and the M4A1. They're the guns that everybody seems to use at lower levels at least, and then when you get to slightly higher level you'll see other guns appearing, but those are the guns that I noticed personally the most. Before I get stupid comments like, well, I don't see those guns a lot. Yeah, mate, I'm saying my personal experience, they're the guns that I've seen people use the most, the guns I've been killed with the most. You do get the occasional person using a fucking LMG. Now, personally, I would say LMGs are straight trash. I'd write them off. I've never used them in any Call of Duty previously. And there's the odd use here that you could use them for if you were camping on a bridge and there was multiple coming at you. It's good for the amount of rounds you're getting. the caliber of the bullet. But in terms of the most overpowered guns, yeah, LMGs are most definitely the worst gun, in my opinion, lads. In my opinion. So if your asses now, you feel like you're getting butt fucked because my opinion hurts you so much, click off the video. Now, in terms of customization, in terms of guns, just guns, not cosmetically. I don't give a fuck about cosmetic customization. I think it's pointless. It kind of removes any focus on making gameplay better and making customization of guns and weapons better. And people are just like, oh my god, look at my character, he's got purple wings. Fucking no one cares about that shit. And Sledgehammer, that's all they seem to fucking focus on. And Treyarch, thank fuck that's gone. Now you get free skins on each specialist. That's it. No bullshit customization. No purple soldiers. None of that shit. You get awesome camos on your guns. Camos on your knives. That's where it should be. That's where the customization should be focused. And customization on your weapons in this game is phenomenal. It's the best in any Call of Duty I have ever seen. It is on par with World War III. And that had some immense customization on your guns. The game itself didn't do too well, but they had the customization nailed down. And Infinity Ward, I've got to give you top marks this year, because the customization on the guns is amazing. You can put 5 attachments on your gun at once, and it doesn't do the bullshit pick whatever it was system with perks. You get 3 perks, that's it. That is how it should be. You can activate specialist mode, which allows you to have 6 perks active at once, I believe, but you don't get your kill streaks. Now, I'd rather have 3 perks and get my kill streaks. If you're a good player and you're cycling through the kill streaks all the time, don't even entertain specialist mode. Just put some good kill streaks on. Personally, I use the recon drone, either as a secondary, the sentry gun or the airstrike, and then the recon helicopter. That's my personal loadout. You do unlock more kill streaks as you level up and progress throughout the multiplayer game. And yeah, lads, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty certain this is the most customizable any guns been. The guns have ever been in any Call of Duty. There's so many different camos. You've got desert styles, standard army styles, digital styles, cool camos like I've got on my gun now, and you'll lock them all by doing different challenges like the original ones, like getting so many kills with a gun. Then you've got to get so many hip fire guns with a kill, kill them a certain way, kill them with a certain attachment on your gun. It's great, and I love how it encourages you to do certain challenges to unlock certain camos on your gun, and it's not a fucking lottery. It's not a gambling shithouse where you've got to spend tons of money to get a decent camo on your gun. Sledgehammer games. I'm fucking blown away by the customization in terms of guns. You could put different reticles on, silencers, different barrels, different sights. So many different sights. You can even change the caliber of your bullet. You can put perks on your guns, which have never been there before. You could put Full Metal Jacket on as like a perk, or you could have it as an attachment. But now it counts as one of the 5 attachments you get to put on you. So you get a part of your customization of your gun, what says perk of the weapon. Now you can have tangible wounding, where if you shoot someone, their regeneration of their health is slightly lower. You can put it so it does more damage when you punch them with your gun, because there's no knifing now. There's no one-hit killing with a gun unless you've got that perk on. You can put Full Metal Jacket, which is increased bullet penetration. There's so many perks I haven't even unlocked. I think I've unlocked like 4 of the perks per gun. There's like 12. I'm nowhere near unlocking any of them. The weapon levels, you can't cycle through them so fast. You actually have to spend time using that gun, and probably that gun on its own, to get some tangible leveling in terms of the gun. And it's fantastic, lads. It is fantastic. I may sound like I'm sucking that cod cock, but I'm genuinely not. I'm genuinely blown away by how much Infinity Ward have added compared to the last Call of Duty. I'm so used to that recycled bullshit new skin we get every single year with the same gun sounds, the same engine. That's why I'm so blown away by this Call of Duty. We've got all the things we asked for, and then to be mad about it and start slaying it off when we've got everything we asked for would just make me look like the biggest hypocrite and the biggest wanker in the world. Now, in terms of ground war, it is back with a vengeance. Now, similar to the video I made the other day, which was comparing this, has it overtook Battlefield with its ground war game mode? And currently as it stands, I'd probably say no because of the lack of maps, but it's definitely on its way to doing so. The gameplay holds up. It has tanks, quad bikes, helicopters. The only thing missing, like I've said, is like Harrier jets. But the maps, they need to be a little bit bigger for that. They are massive in Call of Duty standards, but they're nowhere near as big as Battlefield maps. The player count is slightly lower. But Ground War's a blast, lads. Currently, as it stands, we've only got 2 maps. The maps do have quite a lot of replayability factor depending on how you approach gameplay, but it does get a bit clusterfucky. As you can see where I am now, this is where most people gather. You end up in constant fights where there's 10, 11 people in one side, then the other people are at the other side of the C flag or the D flag, and it's just constant like clusterfuck of people in here. I like rocking the sniper the most on Ground War, but even if you're doing that, you end up getting stuck in here because when you die, you spawn on your squad mates, and 9 times out of 10, your squad mates are all clustered into this fucking place. But in terms of gameplay, it is good. It does feel new in terms of Call of Duty. It does feel like it's borrowed heavily from Battlefield. I'm not even going to hide that fact, but it does have the Call of Duty gameplay we've come to know and love. That fast, chaotic action does translate into Ground War, but you may find yourself dying a lot more often. Now, something I don't seem to do is use the vehicles. I don't use the tank or the helicopter available enough, and it shows. When you're in a tank, you're fucking invincible until a couple people come along with C4 and plant claymores at the side of the tank. You can get a good 7 or 8 kills before someone takes you out. You pull up at the side of a flag and you just blast constantly into the flag. Or some people, they sit on the peak and they just keep shooting down from the peak and they're getting kills with the tank like it's a fucking sniper. At that point, I thought I was playing World of fucking Tanks. I do have a couple of quick quabbles with the fucking how the vehicles handle, but it's the first time with vehicles since World at War, and Infinity Ward's first time with vehicles in a Call of Duty game in multiplayer, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But Ground War, I'm hoping is here to stay. I'm hoping Treyarch in their next game implement this in a slightly better fashion with more gore, more vehicles. They seem to be better at putting vehicles in their games. Hoping that tanks handle in the next Call of Duty similar to what they did in World at War, which were great. The tanks in that handled great. They felt a bit solider. In this, the APCs and tanks feel a bit sluggish and a bit shit to drive, to be honest, lads. The sensitivity's fucked in vehicles as well. When you're in a tank shooting, you can up your sensitivity as much as you want, but you'll still turn right or left so slowly when you're using the gun. Yes, you can drive either way fast with the sensitivity, but the sensitivity for when you're aiming is dog shit, and Infinity Ward needs to improve that. So if anyone from Infinity Ward's watching this video, or Activision, get this fucking changed. Why is it like that? And the update didn't fix it, so I don't know when they're going to fucking address that, but that pisses me off a lot. Now if you're going to sit there and go, blah, I want small scale Call of Duty, that's what I'm used to. There's nothing stopping you. There's still 6 vs 6. They've upped it slightly, so you've got 6 vs 6 and you've got 10 vs 10 in team deathmatch, domination, and kill confirmed. So if you don't like the large scale combat, don't cry and ruin the game for everyone else and say you don't want this. This is not what Call of Duty is. They've gone away from the roots of Call of Duty, which I've seen lots of YouTubers doing. Shut the fuck up. Shut the actual fuck up, because people enjoy it. Doesn't mean we've got to change it for you. There's still the classic 6 vs 6 team deathmatch, kill confirmed, and domination. If you want to play those, go and play them. They've still got massive player counts. Just lots of people are enjoying Ground War. I myself am included in that, and I'm hoping we'll get a couple good new maps for it. But for those of you who want the classic Call of Duty experience, there's nothing stopping you going and playing 6 vs 6 team deathmatch, kill confirmed, domination, headquarters, search and destroy. It doesn't mean Infinity Ward have got to take out Ground War because you don't like it, or Treyarch shouldn't put it in the next game because you don't like it. The numbers themselves are going to explain that people do like Ground War, and they've robbed a lot of Battlefield's player base. And that's funny because that's something I said about Battlefield 1, that they were basically taking Call of Duty's fan base because of the bullshit that Sledgehammer Games pulled with SJW World War 2. And it's come full circle now. Activision and Infinity Ward are taking EA's damn players. And a new Battlefield's not releasing for another year. So they've just got that year to take Battlefield fans, and then when EA do release the new Battlefield, Activision released the new Call of Duty, and maybe it's better than Battlefield again, and then they've just nicked more and more players. And the player base of Call of Duty is just going to continue to grow and grow. When people thought it was declining, and I thought it was declining, I was included in that, and now it's getting propelled to new heights. This sold 1 million more copies. 100,000, what, 1 million? A lot more copies than World War II in its first 3 days, let's just say that. So, the trajectory for Call of Duty is looking good. I hope that you don't go money hungry and start slamming in microtransactions, and trust me, if they do, lads, I will be on at them for that shit. If they're putting any pay-to-win microtransactions, not just cosmetic ones, I will go fucking mental, lads. And you'll see half-hearted ranting like you used to. But that's my review on multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you want to hear anything else, you can message me, leave a comment, like the video if you enjoyed. If you've got any questions, follow me on Instagram. Feel free to message me over there, or join my Discord or my Steam group. They're both linked below. And that is it, boys. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video, lads. And of course, if you didn't like the video, hit dislike and let me know why I'm a cunt in the comment section below. I love you all anyway, though, lads. Peace.
Get down and keep me around, but I would never change. I'm a dog, I'm a hound, but I tell them what they want to hear. They like how it sound till I'm gone with the wind and I'm lost, never found. I met her at my show, then we smashed right after. If we go 3 rounds, then she fall in love faster. Very next morning, I'm Casper in another city for a show somewhere getting plastered.